Speaker.
Jenny Salisa.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I've attended a few Labor annual conferences, Mr. Speaker, and the one that we attended last weekend by far has been the most exciting and most inspirational one that I've ever attended. Andrew Little and Labor, we are committed to investing in our people and ensuring opportunities for all. Ensuring, Mr. Speaker, that we have a comprehensive housing policy. Andrew Little made the commitment that we will address homelessness and ensure that less of our families are living in cars or garages. Mr. Speaker, Andrew Little is committed to addressing inequality as well as to addressing childhood poverty. Labor, during our conference, also launched our Future of Work report, and I'd like to acknowledge and commend my colleague and friend Grant Robertson for leading this project. It was a project that took over 2 years and involved a lot of members of Parliament from the Labor Party, but it also involved a lot of hundreds, actually, that Grant Robertson himself did, a lot of presentations, a lot of talking to a lot of people and listening and gaining the advice of people from the field about what it is that we should do. The future of work, Mr. Speaker, is something that the Labor Party has worked on, as I say, for about a couple of years, but it is one that has actually given us the opportunity to look at how we would address this issue. This is an issue that it's not just the Labor Party in New Zealand are looking at. There are so many other countries in Europe that are looking at the fact that in the next 10 to 20 years, with automation and with technology, we would have to actually address this issue head on. Labor is the party of ideas. Over 100 years, Mr. Speaker, we have a record of delivering progress for our people. This, if I can just look at an announcement, two announcements actually, that this national government has made today. They are so proud of their two new initiatives that they choose today of all days to make their announcement on apprenticeships as well as the Skills Hub in Auckland. But why have they chosen today, the day that the media, not just in New Zealand, but the media around the world are going to be focused on the US elections? Can I just say that one of those reasons might be that it's because we have 74,000 young people who are not in education, employment or training. So many of our young people, 27,500 of those who are NEET are Māori, and over 11,000 of them are Pacific, disproportionate to the numbers that that Māori and Pacific make up of the total population. But that's not the only reason, I think, why the National Party has chosen today to make these announcements. When we look a little bit closer at this 183 million, it sounds like a big amount. But when you look closer, it's only 10 million that is new money. And when you look closer at the target that the government has, they're going to have 50,000 apprenticeships in 4 years. But when this National Party came into government in 2008, we had at that time 53,400 apprentices in 2008. Today, there's only 41,800 apprentices. There is. And why is it that this number of apprenticeships has dropped dramatically under National? It is because they have not actually had a focus on apprenticeships and making sure that they are fixing up their own mess as one of the reasons why they're hiding their initiative by announcing it today of all days when everyone else, including New Zealand media, are going to be focused on the US elections. Mr. Speaker, we have 12,000 young people who are unemployed today, 12,000 young people more compared to those who were unemployed in 2008. National just doesn't care enough about our young people. Our Deputy Prime Minister calling our young people pretty damned hopeless and writing them off. Mr. Speaker, this announcement today of two new initiatives is far too little, far too late to fix the damage that National has done. And let's look at what has happened in 2013. It is the year that Hawkins, Fletcher Building, as well as Auckland Council and many others, wrote a report called Workforce Skills Roadmap, presented it to Honourable Stephen Joyce. That particular report mapped out that in Auckland, they are going to be short by 32,000 skilled people by 2018. This announcement today, Mr. Speaker, too little, too late.